Yes, sir. We're back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guys. Me, really rough, feeling rough, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, 1-2 day in the Commissioner's Cup final. Not good, but hey, it wasn't total bad. But I mean, the Minnesota Lynx couldn't hit a shot. Like, what can I say? They couldn't hit a shot. And kudos to the Indiana Fever for playing some great defense throughout the whole game and getting the win on the road. No Caitlin Clark. Very, very good dub by them. And so we went 1-2. Despite getting the win, they still went under that team total. The team total on the road for the Fever just hasn't been good for them. And I'm going to keep playing it. So we got a cash there. However, Courtney Williams just fell short of the RA of 9.5. And Nafisa Collier never really. She started out good. That's the crazy thing. She started out good and then couldn't buy a bucket. And so Nafisa Collier goes under 22.5. That loses. So 1-2 day here on Fast Break Bets. And that's how it goes for the Commissioner's Cup final. Now, because of scheduling and because the Commissioner's Cup is an extra game on the schedule that doesn't count, we don't have games on Wednesday, which is really annoying. But you know what? It's fine. Because guess what? I'm going to spend the next 2 days churning out plays because we have a large slate on a Thursday. And I can't wait to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about it really, really soon. But first, I've got to talk to you about the Clyde Drexler jersey. You have a chance to win that Clyde Drexler signed jersey. We're giving it away courtesy of our friends over there at pristineauction.com. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to Betting Pros YouTube channel right now and drop a comment on any Fast Break Bets video. That's it, and you'll have a chance to win that jersey. Giving it away on the podcast on August 1st, so make sure you get those entries in today. All right. It's a large slate, but I want to focus in on one game for Thursday. I'll get to the others tomorrow, but I just want to focus in on one game here. And that game is going to be the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Dallas Wings. Mercury are laying 7.5. Total is at 168.5. Big news, Dallas Wings did trade Nalissa Smith over to the Aces, so she will not be, of course, playing with Dallas in this game. This is the revenge game for Satu Sabali. Again, in Dallas, first game in Dallas here. After all of that, I mean, everything that they've had going on last year from her wanting out, and then, what happened last game between her and Dejanay Carrington. It's been some animosity here. And ultimately, here, what it is for me is still I don't know what the Dallas Wings are supposed to do consistently. Like they just don't look good consistently. They got a win at home last time out. That was good, but that only moved them to 3-6 ATS at home this season. They have not been good. They're allowing 82 points per game at home this season. That's 10th in the WNBA. They are scoring only 77 points per game at home. It seems like if it's not Arike Gumawale or Paige Beckers, that they're really, really struggling to find consistent offense. And now Nalissa Smith is gone. And I'm not saying Nalissa Smith was out there giving you 15 points per game, but she was helping. She was aiding. It wasn't as bad as some people try to make it seem. Like she's a score first forward, and now they're missing that. And so I'm very curious to see what the offense looks like just overall. Not saying that Elizabeth had a major role in the offense, but what does it look like going up against a Phoenix Mercury team that's really good defensively? They're giving up 79 points per game on the road. That is fourth in the WNBA. They're scoring 82 points per game on the road. That is sixth in WNBA. They are really, really good on the offensive glass. Both teams are actually really solid offensive rebounding. However, the Wings are very, very bad turning over the basketball. In fact, their turnover rate is 10th in the WNBA, whereas the Phoenix Mercury on the road this season are first in forcing turnovers. That's going to create those extra points. That's going to create those extra possessions. That's going to give them to be able to run the pace. I mean, this team is fourth in pace on the road this season. When they get on the road, they use those turnovers and they start pushing the pace, pushing the pace, pushing the pace. And all of that is behind their leader, AT. And for a Mercury team that plays really, really good defense on the perimeter, guards have struggled. I mean, over the entire season, guards have struggled to get very good footing against the Phoenix Mercury. You've had Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu. I mean, the list goes on of all the guards that have been trying to get some type of footing against the Phoenix Mercury, and they haven't been able to do it. This Mercury team is really, really good. I have a gap in tier. I have the Mercury in the second tier here of four tiers. I have them in the second tier, and I have the Wings dead last in the fourth tier. And so if the Wings are not able to guard out on the perimeter where we know the Mercury feel comfortable scoring, they can't guard inside of the paint either. I think that this is a really good opportunity for the Phoenix Mercury here to just continue to put points and points and points on the board against this Dallas Wings team. And I don't know how many options Dallas has to be able to keep up. I don't think Dallas is going to lay down, but they got the win the last time out. They haven't been good after a win over the course of this season at all. I think this is going to be another spot where they just fall flat and we see this Dallas team for what they are, which is not a very good team in the W at all. Whereas the Phoenix Mercury, I think, actually have potentials of challenging for a championship. Not going to say they're going to be there, but I think they'll be in the semifinal round and they'll give the Lynx or the Liberty or whoever they're facing a really good run for their money. So, with that, it's pretty easy for me. I don't want to question things. I don't want to take it too far. I just want to focus on what I know. And what I know is that the Dallas Wings aren't good covering the spread here, and the Mercury are good at covering the spread. So I like the Mercury. I'm gonna lay 7.5 with the Phoenix Mercury here. I think that they're going to be able to get it done in this spot. And it's just gonna be too much for this Dallas Wings team to be able to keep up. This is also a Wings team that tends to disappear in the second half of games, and that can do nothing but hurt me, especially if they try to keep up with this Mercury team early and kind of burn themselves out. So I'm all over the Phoenix Mercury laying 7.5 points. I think they are going to destroy the Dallas Wings here tomorrow or on Thursday. I'm sorry. And for my second play, that's going to be Alyssa Thomas. Because if I like the Mercury, I like Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas has been absolutely amazing, as I know her to be. I mean, I've only been doing this show for a year, but if you've followed me along from my other shows and things I've done, and you've come with me onto this journey here with Betting Pros and Fast Rate Bets, you know I love Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas has always been good to me betting. That's why I love her. You look at what she's done this season, and she has been very good to her PRA prop. It is sitting here at 29.5. She has been over 29.5 PRA in 9 of her 12 games this season. She has been over her PRA prop in 5 of her last 6 games. She has been over this same PRA prop in 3 of the last 4 versus the Dallas Wings, and she didn't get over the game this season against the Dallas Wings because that was her first game back from injury. Now there's no restraints. There's no minutes restriction. There's no take it easy. It's all gas, no breaks with it. You know what I mean? So I am all over Alyssa Thomas. This is a great matchup. I don't think they have anybody that can stop her. She can be physical with the bigs. I think she's going to rebound well. We know how she can do with the assists and just picking apart a defense. And when she gets a head full of steam, I don't think that there's anybody on the Dallas Wings that is going to be able to slow her down from getting to the rim, or unless they foul her and send her to the foul line and she's hitting her foul shots. So I think this is going to be another all-around good game for Alyssa Thomas, where she just fills up the stat sheet. So I like Alyssa Thomas to go over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. That is play number 2. And that's what I will leave you with early for Thursday's slate here. Give me the Phoenix Mercury laying 7.5 and give me Alyssa Thomas over 29.5 PRA. Really real __ on X. Make sure you give me a follow at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can, once again, subscribe, drop a comment, have a chance to win that Clyde Drexler signed jersey. And with that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna do it like this. We